Right here in the Imperial Valley, that means high school football. Get ready. Here is Carroll Buckley.
Well, thank you, Gabe Lemos. We are live from Cibola High School in Yuma, Arizona. The Central Spartans visiting the Raiders. 1230 Kxo Centro brought to you by also Ozza Mobile Auto Service in Yuma. Inner Care, McNeese Mart, Southwest Postal Service, Rosa's Plain Food, the Central Union High School District, Imperial Scoop Factory at Imperial and Ocotillo in El Centro, by CET, the Center for Employment Training, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Jersey Mike's and the UPS Store, Stan's Auto Body, K's Carne in El Centro and Kennedy's Carne in Yuma, Rotor-Rooter of the Imperial Valley, and Mr. Tempo, Cantina and Sports Bar. We've got a good matchup coming up, and we'll tell you about that. But before, we've got something special from Spartan Sound Productions. These are student athletes at Central Union High School, part of the program that they're involved in through the music department, and Dr. Tom Tackey is producing features for podcast and for us. Here is the latest edition of In the Blue Zone.
Welcome back to Inside the Blue Zone. This is your host, Davion Hartfield.
This is your co-host, Alex Driffle.
And we're interviewing cross country.
Hello, what's up? It's Gavin Aki. Hi. What's up, everyone? That's Isaiah Welch. Cool.
Yeah, okay, so what inspired you guys to join cross country, and when did you guys join?
Alright, so what inspired me to join? I say like in 8th grade during PE. We run like the miles around the school for Mr. Brown the GOAT, and I would always do good. I would always be like the fastest one, and people told me to do cross country, and so I realized I had that endurance and I had that mentality, you know what I mean? So I just joined cross country and just did my thing.
Yeah, for me, I'd say the thing that inspired me was my older brother. He did it all his years at Central, and that always drove me. I wanted to always do just better than him. That was really my motivation, and to compete. Yeah, that's really what it is, the drive, and just to know that this is a lot of sports punishments, is to run.
What's the hardest part about cross country?
I'd say, the hardest part of cross country, I would say
the mentality.
The mentality part, sure. Not even the running part, it'd for sure be the mentality. You really have to have like the mental strength for it. You know what I mean?
Sure. Just like discipline and tell yourself.
Yeah.
Like keep going.
Yeah. And you have to drive, bro. You gotta realize you're running, for practice you're running 10 miles and you have to keep running 10 miles. You can't stop. You feel me? Like it really does take a lot of mental strength, and especially like if you have a bad race, how you have to have the mental to come back and do even better, and that can take a toll on your head.
Yeah, the crazy thing is like your body, I don't think it's really like meant to like do like all this like physical work, you know what I mean? So your brain is telling you to stop. Mm-hmm. Your brain is telling you, oh, something's wrong here. Stop. And it gives us like an uncomfortable feeling. So especially the more and more we get into the workouts, more and more we get into the race, we feel just complete terrible, bro. So it's really the mentality for sure. And you gotta tell your brain, nah, I'm gonna keep going and just do your thing. And man,
what happens if you're weak-minded in the sport? Like, what is the outcome of that?
You're trash.
You're trash.
That's the real thing. Like, if you're weak-minded, like, everyone's just gonna pass you. I mean, you might start off good, like, within the first mile, because every race is 3 miles. Yeah. So the first mile, you might start doing good, but then you get to those hills, you start feeling that pain. You might, like, it might start aching, and you be like, nah, I don't want to do this no more. And just everyone's gonna pass you, because everyone ahead of you, they're feeling just as much pain. But if you're weak-minded, everyone else is going to push harder than you and just beat you. You're not going to do that good. Really.
Yeah, it won't work out. It's really just what he summed up. It's simple as that. If you're running weak-minded, you're going to be a weak runner. I mean,
For sure.
A lot of it, yeah, is the physical part, getting the training, all that stuff. But another big majority of it is for sure having the mind to just drive and then not give up, not to give out, and not to stop.
Yeah, this sport is not for the weak, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
What was the thought process of winning the IVLs last year?
I'll speak first on a personal level. Well, just leading up to it, it's a lot. I mean, the biggest thing I always tell not only myself but some of my teammates is just to be patient with yourself. Be patient with your body. You might run slow in the beginning of the season, but like me, at the end of the season, you're gonna take off, and you got to be ready for that, and you got to just know when to start driving, when to start crushing, and a lot of it too is a health thing. So leading up to the win, it's really taking care of my body. I remember the last 2 weeks, it was strictly just, I'm only drinking water. I'm only eating good stuff, like purely good stuff, electrolytes, all that stuff. And a lot of it too, I mean, I remember, if I'm gonna be honest, I remember crying some nights where I was like, dude, I'm scared. I'm scared that, what if I don't win? What if I don't show out to my expectations? What if I, kind of let down everybody, my family, my team, coaches, all that stuff. And then day of, you're locked in. You don't say a word until after the race. And, it's a lot. I mean, when coming to the race too, you really have to focus in. You're not thinking of anything except, for me, all I think about when I was running that race to win is just run. Keep, you have to run it smart. It's not just running. You have to also run it strategically. And I'll let Isaiah speak on it as a team wise. And
I say our process going in, one as a team, because we're really trying to make state that year for sure, and just lock in as a team. Because if y'all saw, we got it was like top 6 or something that got like just straight Centro.
Yeah, full sweep.
We swept. So as a team, we wanted to be strong together and really push each other. And during the race, we kept it a pack. That's the race. So before the race, is telling each other, getting into the right mentality, and just doing a thing. Actually, on a more personal level, though, there's some people that I specifically wanted to beat. Not gonna lie, I saw this dude I know from Holville, and I saw his family was there, and I was like, shoot, I gotta beat him.
Yeah.
And so I was just trying to get really just state. To be honest, that was my main motivation when it comes to IVLs, and using IVLs as a thing for momentum, and kind of adding to that drive to when we get to that CIF course, because the CIF course is it's a tough course,
one of the toughest in California for
sure. So when you get the momentum and just feeling good from IVLs at CIF, that really just help you to really just do your thing, So lock in the IVLs and just use that to help you lock in for CIF,
Okay, so what is it like leading up to cross country meets? What do you have to prepare for? Do you have to drink a lot of water? What you gotta do?
You gotta all the nutrients, fruit. I would say the week of, I say kind of carb load. I say I eat lasagna before every single race. The 2 days before, I get a friend of lasagna, heat it up in the oven, just eat it. It's fire. And just eat some lasagna, carb load. No snacks. The only snacks I eat were fruits. So I guess little oranges, grapes, bananas, and stuff like that. I drink tons of water, crazy. Just chug water all throughout the day, and stuff like that. So I guess leading up to a race and the mentality too. I know I should start meditating. I haven't done that yet, but I know that really helps. That really just getting your mind right and just doing whatever you can to really drive to that pain, and just telling yourself that you're gonna do good. Say leading up, put on some good music. Everyone's different. I put on some old school James Brown personally. Getting the right mentality, getting the right nutrients, and just feel good,
Yeah, I agree. A lot of it, watermelon.
Yeah.
And I don't know, always eating good carbs, like Isaiah said, pasta. Pasta's a big one. My bad. The co-host here trolling. But, eating good carbs.
I think another thing is the distractions. I'm in band too, and the day before, we had a game, and we had to leave at halftime, and so it is a lot of sacrifices too, and so distractions and having your mind solely on the race, not too much to where you get anxious but just enough to get in the right mentality. So I say getting out distractions is a big thing too.
I know both of you guys do track, so do you think cross country helps with your track performance too?
For sure.
Yeah, no, 100%. If you come into track with the endurance from cross country, you're gonna just dominate. You know, whether it's in the Imperial Valley or San Diego section, you're gonna really. It's simple. Your momentum from cross country is gonna expel in track. You know, if I'm running 16-minute 5Ks, you know, which is 3 miles in cross country, obviously I'm going to do an amazing 2 mile in track, especially on a flat ground instead of running on hills, you know, like you would in cross country. But yeah, for sure, 100%. I think the only thing, I mean, you have the endurance part. The only thing is sharpening your speed when it comes to track, compared to cross country. And yeah, that's my take on that.
It sure helps. It definitely gives so many benefits because I feel like during track, you're not really gonna build up from the bottom. At cross country, let's say you're a freshman and you join cross country, you're kind of at level 0, you're at ground 0, and you're building up from there. If you don't do cross country, just go straight to track, and you go from 0, you start at 0 at track, you're just not gonna do as well. But I say the cross country really prepares everything for track, and especially with, as Gavin said, those 2 mile races, 1 mile races. If you could do your thing in a 5K with those hills, tough climate, shoot, you could do everything in track. You can do whatever you want in track. You could dominate in a 5K.
Yeah, the only thing is, like, you're just running in circles.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So,
yeah, that was the mentality too.
Okay. So, what is your social life in cross country?
We're a family. I love everyone there, man.
Yeah, everybody's really close. I mean, if I were to compare it to any other sports I did, which is soccer and even track, I would for sure say cross country. It's a small group, especially varsity. Varsity is only 7 of us.
Yeah,
and so those 7 guys, every run, like, you got to realize we're running 10 miles, but we're shedding tears, we're shedding blood with each other, you know, as brothers. And to look around and just to keep pushing each other, it really does build a strong bond between you and the guys. I mean, it's really something different, and really something I could really say this has been a family, especially people these people brighten my day up. If I had a long day at school, I had a long day at, you know, whether it was family or anything like that, like those guys were just there, and they made me happy, and I was able to go home with a smile on my face, knowing that, you know, these are brothers to me.
It really leads to ending the day on a really positive note. For sure, signing as brothers, I say I give a little anecdote right here. I say last Saturday we had a Mount Carmel invite, and it gets us signing each other as brothers and really pushing each other through the unimaginable pain that we feel while running. So me and my teammate Abdiel Vegas, we're about like the last mile, and we're side by side. And this is the tough course. I say Mount Carmel invite. That's probably the toughest course that we have for sure. One of the toughest in the country maybe. But we were pushing each other, and I said, let's push each other. And he's like, yeah, for sure, always. And even though we're dying, we're like, let's push each other. Always. And like, you pass each other like 5 times. And I said that's an example. And especially during the last sprint, the last 100, 200 meters, right there, that's when we really like sharpen each other, you know what I mean? And it really helps. Like, that brotherhood right there is what makes cross country. It really helps you to have success in cross country. Even though it seems like it's not so much of a team sport because it's based on your individual time, that's still your brothers. And seeing your brothers really push you and do your thing, it really motivates you just to do your best. So yeah.
Do you plan on doing cross country after high school, or what are your plans after high school?
I'll start off for sure. Originally, I was thinking to this is going to be a high school thing, you know, pop off in high school, but with a lot of, you know, opportunities that are going to open up, especially with not only my talent, but other runners, you know, from the team's talent, such as right here, Isaiah. I mean, I think we can all really do something big, whether it's at JUCO level or especially university level. You know, D1, D2, I think we can all make it. That's how good we are. That's how skilled and disciplined we have been trained thanks to our coaches, Coach Pete and Coach David Hernandez, Coach Claudia too, the GOATs. But yeah, I think I will personally be for sure running. I'm going to be doing a year of JUCO after this just to get my AA. And then after that, transfer out to a good running school, whether it's D1 or D2. For sure.
Me personally, I'm going to keep it 100. I really don't know. Like, ever since, the beginning, like Gavin, I said that it was going to be probably just a high school thing. And right now, I'm going to see what doors open up. I'm going to apply to different colleges, and it's all God, you know what I mean? It's God's will. And I'm going to look out for those signs because really, I really don't know right now, if I'm being honest. So I don't know. I might do band in college. A little band right now. So I might do band in college. I might do cross country in college. I might just look at my grades in college. And so I don't know. I'm going to be looking out for those signs. I know right now in high school, I'm just doing I'm going to give it my absolute all in cross country for sure. And if I see some good opportunities come and some doors being able to be open, maybe I did my thing in college and get some offers and just, I don't know, I might take a JUCO route. You don't know. But I know whatever it is, God's going to have something great in store for me. For sure. And I'll be happy. And yeah, it might be cross country. We'll see, for sure.
Yeah, I want to thank y'all, and that's going to conclude our podcast.
Right.
So you've been listening to the latest edition of In the Blue Zone, produced by the Spartan Sound Productions. And we'll get into our pregame festivities coming up on AM 1230.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback, and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian. I was eating on the sideline. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howe in El Centro.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year. And job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
And it is high school football on AM 1230, Kxo El Centro, our pregame show. And we will talk a little bit about, we've got Cibola, the Raiders, and the Central Spartans visiting this evening. And we'll catch up a little bit more with the Spartan Sound Production team.
Hey, my name is Joshua Garcia. And I'm Nico Viesca. And today we're just going to be recapping past 2 weeks and then talking about Cibola. So 2 weeks ago, we played Otay Ranch and, we came out with a loss, but, we were very complacent that week. We weren't as physical. We saw that their record was 0-3, and we just thought we were going to have an easy dub. But, that's not what happened, and that's not what happened. And they were hungry for a win. They came in thinking they were the dominant team when they were the underdog, but we should have won that game. But, following that, the week of Coachella, we definitely went into practice a lot more hard. We changed the tone. coaches were definitely harder on us. We were more physical that week. We were more locked in that week. And we came out with a 40-20 dub. The practice paid off. We played like we were 0-3. We were playing like how we played against Ramona. We were hungry for that dub. So we just went out there. We did our thing. Offense did their thing. They stepped it up that week. Defense, they showed out like how they usually do. And it was a good game overall against Coachella. Me and Nico had big games that game, so it was a good feeling, get back on track. And now we have Cibola this week, 0-3 with their record don't matter. They're so hungry for a dub, just like how Otay was. So we definitely brought the physicality this week. We're gonna bring it again on Friday night, and we're gonna go do our thing on Friday.
Yeah, definitely going back to what Josh said. Playing Otay Ranch, we were complacent coming off because we were the undefeated team. We were the team that was projected to win. That messed us up in the end. But I feel like going forward after that game, it really just humbled us. It really helped us, and I think we really needed that as a team to be able to come out in the next few weeks and just ball out. So, yeah, kind of going off what Pena said, we went into the next week. What our coach says is to play something bigger than ourselves, and I feel like that really helped us. It brought us into the week of Coachella Valley hungry to win. And we were able to go out there. Offense did the thing, defense did the thing as always. The O-line was better than other weeks, keep improving, and we were able to go out there and get the 40-20 win. Big games from Josh and me, and just we were able to keep the fight up and keep it rolling. And then going into this week, we're going to keep that same energy going versus Cibola. Even though we are projected to win in the undefeated team, we're going to play like we did versus Coachella, hungry to win. We're going to keep the complacency very low, no complacency at all. We're just going to go out there. We're just going to play like we did versus Coachella and just come out on both sides of the ball, firing out, setting the tone, going into the league for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to let off that gas pedal, going into Cibola and going into the league. We got to keep that same intensity, the same physicality. We got to play Centro football. We got to play for the community, for our coaches, family, friends. We're playing for everyone but ourselves here. So we're definitely going to go into this week and, the league just ready to dominate over everybody because we know we can. We just got to have that mindset.
Definitely, it all comes with just doing the little things right, kind of what our coach says as well. If offense does the little things right, like QB making the reads, just the receivers running the right routes. Me running hard through the holes, offensive line doing the jobs, blocking. On the offensive side, we should be good. And I feel like we can keep that energy going in the league and even passively going through playoffs and making a deep run. And I feel like on the defensive side, they've been balling out, like kind of what they say, defense wins championships. And I think that's the biggest thing that's shown out this year for sure. Defense has, I think, allowed 14 points per game, which is just crazy to think about. And I think on the offensive side, with the defense that we have, I think that's just a big, you just relax and go hard. And I think just being able to go out there, score a few touchdowns, and we're in the game, but for sure we got to keep that same intensity, score 5-6 touchdowns a game on the offensive side, and just keep rolling as a team.
For sure. All right, well, I'm Josh here.
I'm Nico Viesca.
And we're out. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you get a player perspective in our pregame show.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Inner Care is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs. From primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. Inner Care is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. Inner Care, making life healthy from the inside out. But John Driffle, I know you've done some research on Cibola and you've got some information to share with us.
Yeah, one thing, Cibola was already mentioned in the pregame by the Spartan players. They are 0-4 coming into this game. They lost to Dobson. They lost to Imperial, which is Central's opponent next week, 48-7. They've lost to Layton Christian Academy. That was a school from over in Utah. So they are looking to rebound here at home. and they are led by their quarterback, Carter Rutledge. He's 11 for 23 on the year for 100 yards, has not thrown a touchdown pass yet, but he does have 2 interceptions. And then on the ground, he also is their leading ground carrier with 1 touchdown on the rushing end. He's had 5 carries for 21 total yards. When they throw the ball, they like to get it to an outside receiver named Ivan Barron. He's had 6 receptions for 61 yards so far. As we look at the Spartans come into this game after a big win last week. They were undefeated until they ran into Otay Ranch 2 weeks ago. Last week, they rebounded against Coachella with a 40-20 win. They're led by Luis Jimenez, their junior quarterback, who's 51-86 for 576, 7 touchdowns. But as concerning as the 7 touchdowns, he's also thrown 7 interceptions. Nico Viesca has 100 rushes for 507 yards and 9 TDs. And on the receiving end, Emiliano Morales has 9 catches for 223 yards and 1 touchdown. He's followed by CJ Acosta with 6 catches for 28 yards. So Central has been able to move the ball both on the ground and through the air. This Cibola team has good size. Their squad has about 35, but they have some big kids on their defensive and offensive line. So we should have a competitive game tonight.
And we will point out the captains have just met at the 50-yard line. Cibola won the toss. They deferred. They will be kicking off. And we should point out Jared Martin is not available to play this evening. He got dinged up last week. But, John, you have the inside track. He'll be back next week.
Right. The feeling is that they could have played him today, say if this was against Imperial or Raleigh. But they feel that since it's not a league game, they'll go ahead and rest Jared, let him completely recover. A little bit of a hyperextended knee. He's not in any kind of cast or restriction or anything, so he'll be able to practice this next week, and we should see him against Imperial, who, by the way, they're also undefeated tonight at 5-0 as they go into their game at Valley Center.
And we should point out what perhaps is the best game going in the Imperial Valley is Hopeville and Lake Mead Academy from Henderson, Nevada. And you have some history with that, and we'll talk about that. But we're getting ready for a kickoff, John.
Yes, and Hopeville, by the way, is also 5-0, as most of the teams in the Valley have just outstanding football records in the first half of this year.
Hopeville has given up a total of 7 points on the year.
That's in 5 games.
Yes.
So that's a point 3 per game.
Yeah, you did the math well. You didn't even have to take off your shoes. The Spartans are back to receive this kickoff. It will go left to right across your radio dial. And we are underway. A very short high kick, and falling on it at the 35-yard line for the Spartans is Ryan Gonzalez. The junior knew just what to do. He fell on the football.
It's a good thing he did, Carroll, because it looked like there was some kind of confusion. Central was not sure if they were going to come up and receive that, call a fair catch, or just take it. So the ball actually hit on the 35 and just died. And Gonzalez very alertly fell on it because the Raiders were right there. They could have recovered that for an onside kick recovery.
Okay, Luis Jimenez brings them out. He's got Viesca right behind him. That would be the pistol. Look for Viesca to get the football. Viesca gets the football right up the middle. And Nico will pick up about 3 yards. But Nico Viesca will get, 25 carries tonight, John?
Yeah, at least. Unless something strange happens. He's been averaging close to 31 carries per game. And he actually sets up about 8 yards behind the ball, so he gets a little bit of a 2-yard head start when they snap the ball. Then he looks for the hole.
And same play, there's a little bit of a hole, and edge. He's across the 50, the 40, down inside the 35-yard line. Will go out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 31-yard line. Nice shifty moves in the middle there, John. From our vantage point, I saw 3 cuts.
Yeah, that's a nice 31-yard pickup for Central's initial first down here, the first drive, second play of the game.
And I would look for Viesca to get it again. This time they showed the shotgun. Again, the difference, pistol, he lines up behind the quarterback. Shotgun, he's next to him. Back to pass. Jimenez has a man open, fires deep downfield, and it is caught. A nice stretching catch, but getting hit in the air and being shaken up. The receiver, it is a completion down at the 7-yard line.
It will be first and goal, but what a catch by the receiver who went high in the air and then came down awkwardly as he hit the ground. So quickly the medical staff is out to take a look at him. First pass of the evening, and after 2 straight runs, it looked like he did catch the Raiders a little bit snapping, looking for Vieska to get the ball again.
He was stretched out high in the air, brought it in on his fingertips, and took a hit to the ribs. And clean hit, not a problem with that. Good defensive play. And it was good defense. He went up to get that ball, and it was more like a jump ball. He went up just a little bit higher. And I keep saying we're not sure. We can't quite see the number. I believe it is Joshua Garcia, the junior.
Yeah, we will see as he, again, great catch, absolutely great catch. Jumped up, caught the ball right at the apex, and was able to bring it down, absorb the hit on the ground, as well as by the defensive player. Right now, you would hope that perhaps he just had the wind knocked out of him. So we'll have to wait and see as there is timeout on the field.
We'll take a timeout. We're just underway. There is no score.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chili rellenos to enchiladas. Make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday.
And now we can tell you that was Angel Vasquez, a sophomore, that went up and made that highlight catch. And he's walking off the field under his own power.
So again, we're hopeful that it was just the wind knocked out of him. And now Central with first and goal. They actually put the ball on the 6-yard line. So we'll give that a 25-yard reception, first pass and completion of the evening.
Just underway, no score. The Spartans, after that short kickoff, are driving. Alex Sandoval, the center, is back. It is the Wildcat, the snap to Vieska. Vieska will take it down to about the 1-yard line. Short yardage in the red zone. The Spartans will go to the Wildcat, a direct snap to Nico Vieska. Why bother with the quarterback? All he's going to do is get in the way, put in a blocking back.
Same formation again, Wildcat.
Everybody's in tight. Vieska with the snap. Vieska into the end zone. Touchdown, Central. Vieska will take it in, a 1-yard TD, and we will have a point after attempt. The Spartans jump out, take advantage of that short kickoff. Malachi Rodriguez will try the point after. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 10-14 to play in the first quarter. It is Central 7, Cibola coming to bat.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street El Centro.
Kennedy's Carne, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patties, just $4.99 a pound, and pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free, only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro 8 to 8, in Yuma 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. Kxo Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
High, deep kick. It'll be bouncing at the 5 into the end zone touchback. Cibola will put the ball in play, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Spartans went 65 yards after the short kickoff. They did it in 5 plays, 4 of them on the ground, 1 completed pass, and the touchdown. Nico Vieska from 1 yard out, the point after attempt good. That's where we stand, 7-0.
And Carroll Central's kicking game has certainly improved. That was a nice kickoff into the end zone for a touchback.
From the I formation, pitch to the deep back, looking for some running room, and there is nothing there as the radar of Emiliano Morales ran through and dropped him for a 2-yard loss.
Emiliano is also one of the best deep offensive receivers in the Valley, and that time he showed his speed by actually running around the blockers and bringing up the runner for a 2-yard loss. That runner was Rico Bravo.
Now they come out in spread formation, empty backfield, and one of the Spartans gets a little bit antsy and jumps offside. Didn't hit anybody, but if you move offside in high school, you don't have the opportunity to get back.
This is the formation that the Raiders like to run most of the time. The spread formation will double wide out to the left, to the right, and then a slot back to the left.
Dropping back, looking, firing over the middle. It's tipped and almost intercepted. The pass over the middle, tipped by Ricardo Bravo, and almost intercepted on the deflection.
Dion Brown is the starting quarterback tonight. He has been going back and forth between Carter Rutledge and Brown. Brown gets the start, the senior. Looks like he might be a pitcher on the baseball team, Carroll, because that was a fastball.
It is 3rd and 7. All on the 23. Brown directing traffic, drops back, has time, fires over the middle. It goes incomplete. Pass intended for Ivan Baron.
In a nice-looking pass, he throws the ball effortlessly about 40 yards down the field, right on the rope. Unfortunately, it was a little bit overthrown. The receiver just couldn't get to it in time, so we'll see a punt.
And standing back right at about the midfield stripe, Joshua Garcia.
Jared Martin is not suited up tonight, so he will not be playing.
He will not be returning punts. Good snap, nice kick. Garcia fields it at the 45, misses, it makes one guy miss, and then slips on the cut. Add a 1/4 inch to the cleats, and you make the cut.
But once again, Central will have excellent field position, this time starting in the territory of the Raiders on the 46-yard line.
Jimenez brings his team out. They've got the play already.
The Raiders play a traditional 4-down lineman, and then they actually have 3 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, 2 safeties.
Jimenez from the shotgun on the fly, hands off to the slot back, turning it upfield on the far side of the field across the 40, the 30, the 20, stays on his feet. Did he go out of bounds? He made it all the way into the end zone as Emiliano Morales.
We mentioned Morales is one of the fastest players in the Spartans as a wide receiver. That time he went in motion and took the pitch and was able to take it 46 yards all the way into the end zone.
And there is an injured Raider on the far side of the field. They'll tend to him before we get to the extra point. And we'll take a quick timeout while they tend to that.
Stan's Auto Body, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Stan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Stan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
We will have the extra point try. Spartans with another quick drive. Good snap, good kick. It's up and it is good. 9:01 to play in the first quarter. It is Central 14, Cibola nothing.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 57 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end.
Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and the way goes pebbles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Miguel Vega is handling the kickoff chores this evening. And again, it is a high, deep kick, and it'll hit the goal line, go into the end zone for another touchback. That is a part of kicking that we have not seen a whole lot of from Central.
And they have certainly improved their kicking, both from place and punting. Malachi Rodriguez has really settled in as the kicker. The first couple of games, they were about 50% on their PATs, making half, missing half. But Malachi, when he puts it through, it's not barely clearing the bar. He's putting it through about 35, 40 yards, which means obviously now he could be potentially called upon for a much-needed field goal later on in the year.
Well, that, and they appear to have the issues of getting a good snap back taken care of, at least so far. Apparently there was a penalty, and they will spot the ball on the 10-yard line. It's typically a hold or a block in the back on a kickoff return, but there was no return.
Yeah, that's kind of an unusual call because the receivers didn't even try to catch the ball. So must have been something up right on the line of scrimmage.
And a little bit of a reverse, and it is good for about a 4-yard gain. But again, turning on the jets and shooting from the far side, Diego Guisada, the 5'8", 165 senior. You saw the afterburners kickoff there, didn't you, John?
He really closed because that looked like he was going to get a lot of yardage, and he ended up with only 2 positive yards.
It is 2nd and 8. Brown hands off in the middle, turns it off tackle on the left side, spins down and picks up about 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. High school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Valley Center leads Imperial 7-6. That's a first quarter score. That's always a good game, John.
Maybe the first time this year Imperial has trailed in a game. Got Mickey and George calling that game tonight.
3rd and a long one. From the eye, hand off to the deep back, and the deep back will lose 3 yards. The Spartans defense swarms, and
there was a problem there. The quarterback turned the wrong way, so by the time he turned back around, the running back had to stop and wait to get the ball. And once he got the ball, a bunch of Spartans got him.
Never a good thing when you have to wait. Wait till you get married, and you wait a lot.
So now the Raiders will punt again.
short drop. If that's about an 8-yard drop on the punt, John.
Yeah, that's what he did last punt.
And again, the Spartans jump.
So that will give a first down.
Unless he was drawn off and he's pointing at the defensive tackle and say, he moved first.
But the ref said, no, he didn't. So that's going to be the first down for the Raiders tonight, courtesy of the Spartans, and that will put the defense back out on the field for Central. Let's see if that can give some momentum here to the homestanding Raiders.
Ian Brown trots in from the sidelines. He's got the play. He shares it in the huddle with everyone else. Cibola wearing black with gold numbers.
Would like to mention that Isaiah Gary is back on the defensive line. He has not started or played yet, but he is back and available tonight. So that's good to see.
Dropping back the pass, Brown looks, chased out of the pocket, turns upfield. He'll scramble and be hit after he picks up about 2 yards. Emiliano Morales on the tackle. He stood his ground and made Brown commit and then dropped him.
Brown was able to get some positive yards after the pocket collapsed, and he spun out of what would have been a sack.
It'll be second down and 8.
And starting tonight in place of the injured Jared Martin is Noah Gerardo Flores, the junior.
Of course, Martin not dressed tonight. He is on the sidelines to commit to TCU.
Triple wideouts to the right, doubles to the left. Now we have a whistle.
Yeah, the Spartans jumped again. Again, were they enticed, or did they were enticed this time? That's why the defensive tackle went neener.
Also, we see on the Spartans outside playing cornerback is Francisco Turiel.
And a flanker screen and turning it up across the 30, the 40, and across the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown. Cibola with Rico Bravo carrying it in for the score.
82-yard pitch and catch. The pass was about 5 yards, and then Rico did the other 78 yards.
Cibola found a weapon. Rico Bravo, 5'8", 140-pound senior with speed. Point after attempt. Snap is back. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. 5:19 to play in the first quarter. It is Central 14, Cibola 6.
It's game night, and you know what that means. Time for a winning treat. Everybody's a winner at Imperial Scoop Factory, located in El Centro at the corner of Imperial Avenue and Ocotillo Drive inside the Chevron. The coolest flavors, from cookies and cream, caramel with brownies. There's something for everyone, so after the game, gather the team and head on over to Imperial Scoop Factory. Open late so you can be sure to get your sweet treat. Imperial Scoop Factory, where every scoop is a sweet victory.
Michael Minix, as a career educator, understands the commitment and processes needed to obtain academic success in our schools. A couple of the major priorities is his commitment to making a safe environment and improving student performance. Re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board, a champion for children, on November 5th. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board.
This is Michael Minix, and I approve this message.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And the Raiders are set to kick off. Another short, high kick, fair catch called for and made. Angel Vasquez, the sophomore. And that's pretty much a heads-up play, John. A short, pop-up kick. And Vasquez, the sophomore, called the fair catch.
And actually, this is not bad field position for the Raiders to give up, no, for the Spartans on the 30. And we'll see now what Central can do after being stunned by that 88-yard pitch and catch.
Jimenez brings him out. Again, the pistol. Viesca behind him. In motion goes Morales. Morales into the line, but Jimenez will keep it, tucks it under his arm, turns it upfield, and he'll pick up about 4 yards out to the 34 before he's bumped out of bounds.
Tremendous fake by both Viescas and Jimenez, as everybody in the stands thought that Viescas had the football, but he didn't. And Jimenez was rolling out, waiting for a receiver to break open. When they didn't, then he finally turned upfield and picked up 5 yards.
So it's a gain of 5, spotted on the 35. Now there's a flag on the play. The coach said something to the linesman, and as soon as he did, the linesman turned around and threw his flag.
And we'll have to wait and see. Also, I did see that there did appear to be an illegal substitution.
It is a sideline violation on Cibola. That's a warning.
Right, so therefore there is no illegal substitution as the clock was stopped. So now the Raiders do have who they want. So that was heads-up play by the coach. That is head coach Caleb Gillespie. Wanted to get the right personnel out there, so he was able to get the ref's attention.
2nd and 5. And off it is Viesca. Nothing in the middle. Cuts it to the side and gets stopped for no gain. That does not often happen on the tackle. Damian Sanchez.
Sola comes into the game 0-3, and so obviously getting hit with 2 quick scores. They were reeling, but that big, long 88-yard touchdown catch and score was putting them right back in the game. Was able to Wildcat.
Wildcat, Viesca, and Viesca will get the very close to the first down. It's at the 40. Is it enough? And
looks like they're going to take a measurement. Nope, now they say first down.
It is a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. Viesca, I'm not sure I've seen a 3rd and 5 with the Wildcat. But you're going to give the ball to Nico Viesca anyway. Cut out the middleman, make it direct. Back to the pistol. Viesca, nothing inside, cuts it to the outside, and will be swarmed on and lose about 3 yards, but a flag comes in. I think there may be a face mask.
Just have to wait and see, as that play was blown up right at the line of scrimmage. Excellent penetration by the defensive line. Now let's see if there's a reason why.
It is against Cibola, and personal foul, face mask.
This should be...
That's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, this is a big one, so it's going to be a first down.
I wondered why he changed direction so quickly.
That move the ball across midfield into Raider territory on the 46-yard line. As it is a spot foul, meaning it was a yard behind the original line of scrimmage.
Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Jimenez chased out of the pocket. Turns it upfield. He's across the 45 and pushed out of bounds at the 40.
He took a big hit on the sideline. Central faithful on the other side of the field, and there's a good representation across the way, Carroll. They thought it might have been a little bit late. He was pretty far out of bounds. But they'll give him a 6-yard pickup on that.
And Jimenez does not run much, and that time didn't have a lot of choice. He managed to pick up 6 yards. Jimenez is listed at 5'10", 170. He is a junior.
Now we've got timeout by the officials as Jimenez lost a piece of equipment or something, perhaps a mouthpiece.
I think it was his mouthpiece.
It was knocked out of bounds. Got to play with a mouthpiece. So now he's got that fixed up, and we're ready to start the clock again with 2:40 to go.
Again, the shotgun. 2nd and 4. Morales in motion. Morales on the sweep, gets the football, and he'll lose about 3. The Raiders' defense is swarming, and it's almost like they know what play is coming.
Well, that's the same play that Central ran for the 46-yard touchdown run to Morales. the previous series. And that time the Raiders were ready for it, brought him down behind the line of scrimmage for a 3-yard loss. So that's going to bring up now 3rd and a long 6, short 7.
Spot the ball on the 43-yard line. 2:03 to play in the first quarter from the Wildcat on 3rd and long. Fiesca looking for some room, nothing inside. He cuts it to the outside, and he will scoot down the near sideline. He will get the first down.
But there is a flag on the play, Carroll, and I believe this is coming back.
Holding against Centro.
That appears to be the preliminary call. So that should repeat 3rd down.
I assume they're going to accept it. Otherwise, it's a first down.
Right, so they will take this, but Central now will have to bring the offense back out on the field. But this is going to bring up 3rd down and very long. The ball's across midfield all the way on the 48-yard line. So that's going to bring up now 3rd and 22.
Jimenez from the shotgun. Snap back. Jimenez rolling to his right. Dumps it off underneath. It is complete. And looking for some running room and finding it. Morales cuts across the field, across the 40, the 30, and stays in bounds, stays on his feet inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. We have seen Emiliano Morales do that any number of times. It looks like he's stopped. It looks like he's down. And he picks up another 6 or 8 yards.
Took the ball all the way inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. Morales, one of the best receivers, now in his 3rd year on the Spartan varsity.
Yeah, and he's only a junior. Trips on the right side, looking that flanker screen to the right side. It is complete. Finding some running room and getting it down inside the end zone for a score. Miguel Vega with the catch and the score.
16-yard catch and touchdown for Vega.
We will have a point after attempt. And so far tonight, that has worked well. That has not always been the case, John.
As we said, Central has been improving throughout the year, much as they did last year with their kicking.
Part of it may be that their center is back. Good snap, nice kick, and it is good. 42 seconds to play in the first quarter. It is Central 21, Cibola 6.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4 p.m. Specializing in delicious prime rib, steak, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours, and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howe in El Centro.
Well, another touchback, and the Raiders will put it in play, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And that last scoring drive, it went 70 yards on 8 plays, 6 on the ground, 2 of 2 passing for Jimenez. The score on a pass from Jimenez that was completed to Miguel Vega for the score, and then the point after good. Brown rolling to his right, dumps it off, and nice pass as he lifted it over a defender beautiful timing. Yvonne Baron with the catch. Catches and runs out to the 35-yard line, but nice touch on that pass.
A nice 15-yard reception as he was able to get the ball over the defensive player and into the arms of his receiver.
1st and 10, Cibola from the eye. And off again to the deep back in the eye, and he is hit hard and dropped. Matthew Liziola on the lead tackle.
And that is the final play here in the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter of play, at the end of one quarter, it is Central 21, Cibola 6.
Exciting changes are happening at Los Cabos Seafood and Grill. We're transitioning into Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina. You can still enjoy your Los Cabos seafood favorites. And now we've added even more delicious options to our menu, featuring mouthwatering street-style carne asada tacos, fresh sushi, and a variety of non-seafood dishes that are sure to satisfy every craving. We're open Monday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Located at 201 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina, where your favorite Los Cabos flavors meet an exciting new menu.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
And high school football, I'm Carroll, with me, John, and we are at Cibola High School in Yuma, Arizona. Scores around the Valley. Valley Center leads Imperial 14-6. Second quarter score. Brawley shutting out Calexico 20-0. First quarter. Hope Hill is leading Lake Mead Academy 14-7. Brown on that fly, pitches it back, and stopped is Barron. Ivan Barron will lose a yard.
And the Raiders do drop back to pass, Carroll, with Brown. Central has not put much pressure on the quarterback tonight. Part of that is due to the fact that Jared Martin is not suited up. So we'll see if Central can make some adjustments, try to get a little more pressure on Brown or Rutledge. If he comes in to be the quarterback, they switch back and forth.
Okay, they gave him progress to the 35, so it is 3rd and 10.
You would think this is a passing down.
Back to pass. Brown looking and just dumps it off. I'm not sure who it was intended for, but he was under intense pressure. And it was all he could do was get rid of it.
Yeah, that time Central did bring a blitz. It was an all-out blitz. And now we have a flag thrown way after the play, and they're going to call it intentional grounding because there absolutely was no player out there. He was still in the box.
And never made it to the line of scrimmage. So intentional grounding, it's a loss of down.
Still counts as an incompleted pass as well.
So, again, as I said, there wasn't anybody there. He just got rid of it. And
rightfully so, because he was going to get stacked. Central had all kinds of pressure on him. The ball's all the way back on the 27-yard line. So that's a loss of 6.
It'll be 4th and 20.
We would expect a punt.
And a big rush, but a nice punt. And just let it bounce and go out of bounds. The Spartans will put it in play. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll put it in play on their own 42-yard line.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
On the 1st and 10, the flanker screen, again, hey, it's worked. Let's work it again. It is complete, and it is a 4-yard gain. One of the things, John, we're getting ready to start league play, right? The IVL getting underway next week for Centro. They don't want to show too much. And that play's blown dead. Illegal procedure against the Spartans. So instead of 2nd and 6, it'll be 2nd and 11.
They not only gave back the 4 yards on the flanker screen, but an extra yard to boot. Well, now you do have 2nd and 11 coming up. Looks like Centro's going to run the same play. They did not huddle up.
Again, the pistol. Viesca right behind Jimenez. Morales in motion. Viesca right up the middle and does what he does so well. Picks up yardage. He picked up 7. Viesca listed at 5'8", 185, 185-pound running back at about 5'8". Gives him a low center of gravity. He does run low and is tough to bring down.
And one thing we've noticed throughout his 3 years on the varsity is he does run downhill. He runs straight up the field. He doesn't do a lot of nifty shifting. Now, he'll make it difficult to give him a straight hit, but he really runs right at the point of attack.
3rd and about 6. Viesca gets a handoff. Viesca goes off left tackle. Picks up maybe 2.
Decision time now for the Spartans as they're going to have 4th down, and it looks like we might get our first punt.
Cibola's defense has been tough tonight, John. I know it says 21 points, but their defense is tough.
So now Central is huddling up. We do not have anyone back deep for the Raiders, so these Spartans are going to go for it. It looks like it might be the Wildcat again.
It's a Wildcat formation. And it may be we're going to draw you offside, but it is a snap to Viesca. Viesca breaks across the 40, stays on his feet, is tripped up, literally, inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. You know it's coming, and you got to stop it. Nico Viesca does it again.
29-yard pickup. Central first down. One of these days, Carroll, as we get into league play, we'll see if Viesca's ever going to attempt to pass. If they ever did, that nobody on the defense would be ready for it.
We saw that last year once or twice. Morales in motion. Little dump off underneath and getting a couple of blocks and staying on his feet. Miguel Vega, the senior, will pick up a couple of yards, and well after the play, there is a flag, goes high in the air.
This is usually some kind of a sportsmanlike, whether it's taunting or talking or what. But we'll just have to wait and let the referee signal for it. Here it comes.
Personal foul.
Against Central.
Against Central.
So it's after the play, and the ball's on the 19-yard line, so that's a 3-yard catch.
And a 15-yard penalty.
And that moves the ball back to the 33.
It'll be 1st and 21.
It may be a 2nd down, and it is, because that was a dead ball foul. So it's 2nd and long now.
Trips on the left side, the wide side, back to pass. Jimenez dumps it off underneath. Morales with the catch. Morales across the 30 to the 25, down close to the original mark. So a pickup of about 12 and bring up 3rd and 10.
Nice pitching catch is that little flanker screen out there. Morales' 3rd catch here in the first half. We will have all of the stats at halftime.
3rd and 10. Wide right, wide left, slot right, slot left. Morales in motion. Flood the right side of the field. Fire a timing pass over the middle. It goes incomplete. It is that Vieska, the intended receiver, John?
I believe it was the outside.
Alex Trejo.
Yes, Trejo. And Carroll, Trejo was wide open. That's the first misfire, first incompleted pass tonight after going 6 straight by Jimenez. But Trejo was wide open. All he had to do was get him the ball. As Central may take a timeout here to discuss what they're going to do on 4th down.
It'll be 4th and 10. 7:29 to play in the first half. Central 21. Cibola 6. There's timeout on the field.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Kxo Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088. The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Spartans have the football. It is 4th down, 10 from the Raiders' 23-yard line.
Be about a 40-yard field goal attempt, so the Spartans are going to decline to try that. Yeska's back in the pistol next to Jimenez.
Morales again in motion, floods the right side of the field, looking downfield. Same timing pattern, same result, just slightly overthrown, but again, flags come in behind the play. And if it's against Cibola, it should be good for a first down. It is against Cibola. Pass interference. That is not an automatic first down.
But it is a 15-yard, so that will be enough. And Trejo, once again, had beaten coverage, but there was a little tug on the jersey, so was not able to catch the football, which he would have if it hadn't been for the pass interference.
They will spot the ball on the 12-yard line. And now a flag comes in.
Yeah, this could be against the sideline as we're getting a personal foul, against the sideline. And that will move the ball down half the distance to the goal near the 5-yard line.
Somebody said something they shouldn't have said. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. I look for the Wildcat. I look for Nico Vieska to get the football. And that's the way it's going to go. Christopher Alvarez, one of the up-backs, H-backs, that will be blocking for him.
I want you to go ahead and describe what this Wildcat consists of, because I've got a lot of extra blockers in there for this.
Well, you got your down linemen, and then you put in some bigger guys right behind them to block with a single setback, and that is Nico Vieska.
We do have timeout on the field as the coaching staff, headed by Caleb Gillespie, wants an explanation on what's going on, and he's getting that right now. But those guys that are blockers are not halfbacks. They're linebackers and sometimes second-string linemen. So they put all the heavies in there, and Vieska picks a hole, and that's what he tries to run through.
Sometimes you might call it a jumbo, but they're not big enough to be jumbos.
Central can get a first down as the personal foul, unsportsmanlike, was after the ball was spotted. So it will be 1st and 5 from the 6-yard line.
Coach got the explanation. He's not happy, but he got an explanation. Good pick up on that, John. It is not 1st and goal. It is 1st and 5 from the 6.
We still would not expect any difference in the play calling by Central.
You got 3 linebackers Backing up the offensive line with a direct snap to Viesca. Viesca, that's blown dead again.
Looks like it's going to be motion against
Procedure.
Central.
Yep. So it'll be 1st and 10.
From the 11. So they'll have about 10 yards to go. Let's see if that changes their Wildcat or if they're just going to run 4 Wildcats down there.
They'll just run the Wildcat. If you get 3 or 4 yards in each one, you got to score. The Woody Hayes, Bo Schembeckler playbook only went 3 or 4 yards. There'll be some dust. And again, this one's blown dead.
It looks like Cibola may have given back the 5 yards, as they did. They're called offsides.
So we were talking about, or I mentioned, Bo Schembeckler, Woody Hayes, Big Ten. Our San Diego State Aztecs are in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, to take on the Central Michigan Chippewas tomorrow. I got bets with a couple of my nieces. Viesca in the middle. Viesca will pick up about 5 before he is, actually he'll pick up about a yard. I've got 3 nieces that are Central Michigan grads, and I've got that 6-pack of burners. If you're from Michigan, you know what burners is.
I have not followed the Chippewas this year. Do you know what the record is?
No. Do I care? No. I care the fact that San Diego State is there. 2nd and 6. The direct snap to Viesca. Viesca this time cuts it to the outside and scoots into the end zone.
We have a flag down, though, Carroll, so this may come back at the 5-yard line. There is a flag. Actually, there's 2 flags.
And the one is against Centro. Anybody got a staple gun? I want to staple that flag to his pocket. That
4 straight play with the penalty, it looks like. And this will move it back all the way to the 16-yard line, so that's a big one, so it must be a hold. We'll repeat 2nd down.
And we will go to the shotgun. Jimenez back in at quarterback. Jimenez drops back, looking into the end zone all alone and catching the ball for the score. The Spartans overcome their own penalties. And is that Morales?
Can't tell if it's a 5 or a 6. Kind of cross the way.
Well, 6 is Jimenez, so I'll bet you it's a 5.
Yeah. We want to make sure we give credit to the proper receiver.
Emiliano Morales.
That is his 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Point after attempt, snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:32 to play in the first half. The Central Spartans 28, Cibola Raiders 6.
InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs. From primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. InnerCare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit InnerCare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Miguel Vega handling the kickoff chores, this time going left to right. And it's a short kick, and it's a free ball, and it will go to Cibola as it went out of bounds before anybody could cover it. It went off one of the Raiders.
We do have a flag down, though, Carroll, so we'll see what happens after they determine the call on the field.
The kick bounced, hit a Raider, went off of a Spartan, then off of another Raider and out of bounds. Now let's see what the penalty is. It went 10 yards. But where it is, I would say it's probably offside against the Spartans. If
the flag is sitting right about the 48-yard line of the Spartan.
But the kick did go 10 yards.
Right now, Centro does have their defense out on the field. So we will assume that Cibola will retain possession.
They are discussing it. 3 of the 5 officials. Oh, offside against Cibola. What? I mean, what's the discussion?
So that will negate the play. And now the referees have to decide who's, are we going to kick it again or what are we going to do? Looks like
we're going to kick it again. Deep to receive.
And there should be a kick from the 45 after they put down the 5-yard penalty.
Ricardo Bravo, deep to receive. Ball is on the 45. Vega will put it on the tee.
We would not expect to see a repeat of the onside kick. Vega should have no trouble putting this ball into the end zone.
Drives it deep and into the end zone. Touchback. It'll be Cibola, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Score, Central 28, Cibola 6.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
And it is high school football. We are on AM 1230, Kxo El Centro, and on the World Wide Web. Valley Center leads Imperial 14-6. Snap back. Barron hands it off to his ace, Ricardo Bravo. Bravo will pick up 5. Out to the 25, make it to 26. Bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice run by Bravos. He was actually contained behind the line of scrimmage and was able to juke a couple of Spartan defenders and then power forward once he got hit for a nice 6-yard gain.
Hopeville leads Lake Mead Academy 14-7. Brawley is shutting out Calexico. Last score update, we had 20-0. The Wildcats over the Bulldogs.
It probably appears to be the monsters of the Valley this year. They are undefeated and actually even untested.
2nd and 4, the handoff again. Bravo caught from behind and dragged it down. If he has anything, it'll be a yard.
And surprisingly or not, we have another flag down. As this game has really muddled to a stop with all of the penalties after that 5-yard loss.
And it's the same linesman throwing the flag.
He's motioned against Central, so they have not moved the ball yet.
Personal foul against Central.
That should be enough for a first down.
It is definitely a first down.
That's the 15-yarder, so that will bring it all the way out to the 36-yard line.
The head linesman has 84 flags thrown, and the other 4 in the crew have 2.
And the game now still shows over 5 minutes to go. As we've got so many penalties, the clock just doesn't move.
Brown, back to pass, dumps it off that little flanker screen, and it is caught. And picking up a couple of 3 or 4 yards is Devin Burris. Burris will get 2 yards. Okay, give him 3.
They gave him momentum as he was pushed back. One of the things on that tackle, 10 Central players were in on that final scrum, holding Burris back and bringing him down. So that's good pursuit, as you would say.
2nd and 7. Clock down inside, approaching 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Burris wide on the left side. Double wide on the right, slot left. Now they flood 4 on the left, firing over the middle, and it goes incomplete. Almost picked as the pass intended for Daniel Sings, and it was almost picked by Joshua Garcia.
Central, throughout the years of David Pena's tenure here at Central, has done a great job of playing zone defense. Their defensive backs, they know how to break on the ball. They know the patterns where the players are going. And as we saw last year in the Bell game, 3 interceptions kept Brawley from having any chance to win that game.
3rd and 7. Brown drops back, looking, has time, fires. It is complete.
That will be a first down.
And the pass completed to Burris. Good for an 11-yard gain and a first down.
All the way out to the 47-yard line.
Updating, it is Valley Center 26, Imperial 19, Brawley 35, Calexico nothing, Holtville 30, Lake Mead 7. 1st and 10, Cibola on their own 47. Back to pass, has plenty of time. Now the pocket collapses, and that should be another intentional grounding, but he got it past the line of scrimmage, so it's incomplete.
That does stop the clock with 3:39 to go as Central that time. Instead of just rushing 4, rushed 6. One more than the Cibola Raiders could block. And therefore, put pressure, and Brown did a nice job of getting rid of the football.
And he did it without intentional grounding.
Ball sitting on the Raiders' own 47-yard line, looking at 2nd and 10.
I formation. That's on the quarterback, but they won't call it. Did you see the quarterback jump? And then the Spartans moved. That should have been on the quarterback.
Well, perhaps here in Yuma they have a different set of rules or standards.
No.
We do know that there are different situations here, but that does give the Cibola Raiders 5 free yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. But again, remain stopped.
The quarterback jumped, and that drew them off. Handoff, it is a deep handoff, and it is Bravo downfield, and Bravo will... Did he stay in bounds?
Yes, he did.
He did. I'm sorry. He did not, but the linesman that is flag happy was 40 yards down the field and couldn't see it. Anyway, and you know, I don't like to pick on officials, John.
I'd say
he blew it.
52-yard touchdown. 2nd on the evening. Let's see if the Raiders go for 2 here after they missed the first PAT.
I'm sorry. The officiating tonight is good except for one. And it
looks like the Raiders are going to go for 2 here, Carroll.
Okay.
Usually when you go for 2, you do have a play that you practice throughout the year. It's not something you draw up in the huddle.
Now they have to take a timeout. Cibola will take the timeout. 3:28 to play in the first half. It is Central 28, Cibola 12.
Stan's Auto Body, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Stan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Stan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chili rellenos to enchiladas. Make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro, open Wednesday through Monday.
And the Raiders with another big score. Somebody's got to figure out a way to stop Ricardo Bravo, because he lights it up.
He's got real speed. Centro's having trouble with that.
And they hand off to the big guy in the middle, and the big guy in the middle doesn't make it into the end zone, so the Spartans stopped the 2-point conversion.
That was reminiscent, Carroll, of William the Refrigerator Perry. They gave it to a big interior lineman, number 72, and he just was not able to carry everybody into the end zone.
3:28 to play in the first half. It is 28-12. Central leads Cibola.
The UPS store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is your full-service shipping headquarters. They take all drop-offs and can assist with packing and shipping almost anything. And with their pack and ship guarantee, your items are guaranteed to ship safe and arrive in one piece. Don't forget, the UPS store provides mailbox services, document shredding, notary services, and passport or ID photos, plus many sizes of printing on-site. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturdays, 8 to 5, and Sundays, 10 to 3. At 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Michael Minix, as a career educator, understands the commitment and processes needed to obtain academic success in our schools. A couple of the major priorities is his commitment to making a safe environment and improving student performance. Re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board, a champion for children, on November 5th. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board.
This is Michael Minix, and I approve this message.
High school football live on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro. Looking across the field, a lot of Spartan faithful here. Short, high kick, and it is caught and down by the Spartans. Once again, they'll have pretty good field position.
Yeah, that was taken away from Emilio Morales. He was ready to catch that and take off running, and the up man caught it and went down on a knee, so Central will start from their own 24.
It'll be 1st and 10. Luis Jimenez brings them out. Again, the pistol. Viesca right behind him. Trips on the left side. Now Morales goes in motion. Morales will block for Viesca. Viesca into the middle will pick up 2 yards. That's it. Swarmed on by the middle of the Raiders defense.
The Raiders do have 2 timeouts left. The clock is now nearing the 3-minute mark. Let's see if they stop it after this play, trying to get the ball back. The Raiders also will receive the second half kick.
Jimenez rolling to his left, looking downfield. Now he'll keep it as it opens up, and Jimenez will spin. And looks like he's got a first down. If not, he'll be very, very close.
It looks like they're marking it just shy. Well, that's a pickup of about 8.5. This has been Jimenez's best game on the air as far as moving the football on the ground. He also has done a nice job through there, only misfired 2 out of 8 attempts.
And it is the Wildcat. It is Viesca. Viesca, nothing inside, turns it to the outside, across the 40, and out of bounds at about the 47. I think I saw a flag over on the other side. We'll wait and see.
Well, this one may come back.
Nope, they're moving the chains. No flag.
So now as Viesca brings the ball up near midfield, they called him out of bounds on the 48. 15-yard pickup. Central has 2 timeouts as well remaining, so they may want to consider using them, trying to get in the end zone one more time here in the first half.
There was nothing on the inside. Viesca dropped it to the outside, picked up the yardage. Again, Morales in motion. Now flags. And
Ocean against Central.
Way too many penalties too many mistakes on Central's part.
That will move it back, but it does not appear to change the original call, as Central is still right up on the line of scrimmage. They are in the shotgun with Vieska to the side of Menes.
It is 1st and 15. Again, Morales in motion, buds to the right side, back to pass, looking to the left side, beating the coverage and almost making the catch. The pass thrown deep, downfield, broken up, good defensive play.
Even though that pass was incomplete, that was the best pass that Jimenez has thrown tonight. That was right on the money. Even some of the passes he was completed, they were just making outstanding catches. That ball was right there, right in stride.
Alex Trejo, the intended receiver. We've seen that before. We'll see it again. 3rd and 15. Rolling to his right, dumping it off in the middle. That middle screen to Vieska. Vieska cuts it to the outside. Puts a nice move and is dragged down by the face mask again.
Yeah, he used the face mask for the horse collar, but
it was firmly in the grasp.
And that's about the only way they're going to get him down, as he took it all the way inside the 25. So this should be half the distance of the goal. Central was 149 and 2 timeouts, plenty of time.
Say he was down at the 23. The face mask penalty should be 15. It'll be half the distance.
A 34-yard pitch and catch from Jimenez to Vieska.
The face mask is a very convenient handle, but it is very, very dangerous.
They put the ball down on the 12-yard line. There does appear to be timeout on the field. I did not see who called it.
But we'll take one. 1:49 to play in the first half. It is Central 28 and Cibola 12.
Exciting changes are happening at Los Cabos Seafood and Grill. We're transitioning into Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina. You can still enjoy your Los Cabos seafood favorites. And now we've added even more delicious options to our menu, featuring mouthwatering street-style carne asada tacos, fresh sushi, and a variety of non-seafood dishes that are sure to satisfy every craving. We're open Monday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Located at 201 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina, where your favorite Los Cabos flavors meet an exciting new menu.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
And the Spartans, with another extended drive, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12 of the Raiders.
This drive did start back on the 24-yard line.
It is the shotgun with Jimenez and Vieska next to him. Jimenez has time, fires into the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown. That little stop and turn, and there's the ball. Beautiful timing play.
Yeah, once again, Jimenez put the ball right on the number. By far the best we've seen him throw the football tonight. And I believe that's Alex Trejo. That's who I'm going to credit the catch with.
He's the one that's been running that pattern all night. The Spartans will try the point after. And, John, I promise I'm not going to say another word about the officiating unless it's a good word.
Or unless they really blow another one.
No, I won't even say that.
Because we have a flag down right now at the 5-yard line.
Same guy.
Flag is down, and not sure. They're lining up for the PAT, so I don't think they're going to take the points off the board.
No. And again, we have to discuss it. Explain it to the coach.
We're going to be here in Yuma a while, Carroll, because we're still about a minute and 43 away from halftime. Slow-moving game. We're going to have a full halftime. And the rules here are a little different as far as running clock. In the first half, you have to be up by 42. In the second half, you only have to be up by 35. Unsportsmanlike again.
Unsportsmanlike, and I believe it was on the bench.
And this one will be added on to the kickoff. So Centro should be kicking off from the 45 of the Cibola Raiders, which may want them to try another onside kick.
Coach is not happy.
But to finish up the point, Carroll, as far as the extended or running clock here in Yuma, again, it's 42 points in the first half, 35 in the second half. But if the score ever gets under that 35 points, then you go back to stop time until it exceeds the 35-point limit. Not like in California where once you hit that magic number, the clock runs forever.
Coach has gotten an explanation from 3 different officials, and he's still not happy.
Yeah, he's still talking to the third official now. And they're both standing at the 8-yard line. All the players are standing around the football, waiting for the PAT.
Well, we will take a timeout while they sort this out. We're waiting for a point after the Spartans touchdown.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 57 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end.
Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and ain't no trouble down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
We're set for the point after. Snap back, kick up, and the kick is good. 1:43 still to play in the first half. And it is Central 35, Cibola 12.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hile in El Centro.
And the Spartans will kick off. And let's see.
Does not appear that they're going to give them any extra yards. The ball's right at the 40-yard line. As now we have 2 refs huddled in the end zone discussing. They finally break, and we're ready to signal ball in play. 1:43 still to go here in the first half.
It's like the end of an NBA game. It takes an hour and a half to play the last 2 minutes.
And we have the other official who is back upfield, ready for the kickoff. He's come clear across all the way to the 3-yard line to talk to the head official who's back in the end zone. Now
he's referee. Now they will move the ball 15 yards.
Which, they're getting the call. So,
unsportsmanlike, 15 yards.
Let's see if Central tries some kind of onside kick like they did the previous time they kicked off. Although, once again, it'd be very simple here to just kick it in the end zone.
What the heck? I practiced the onside.
One thing Cibola has been huge tonight on big plays. They have scored on 2 long plays.
And it is a high, deep kickoff. Splits the uprights. No points for that. It will be 1st and 10, Cibola, on their own 20-yard line.
And Carroll, because the ball was not touched, the clock did not start. So we remain with a minute 43 to play.
The Raiders have lightning in number 21, Ricardo Bravo.
Yes, 2 plays, one a 58-yard rush and the other a pitch and catch, 5-yard pitch, and then a 78 for an 82-yard completed run. So 2 big plays, 2 touchdowns.
Empty backfield. Brown dumps it off. It is complete and stopped Out of bounds. The tackle by Francisco Terrell. Second and 8.
Right up on the line of scrimmage are the Raiders.
Brown looking down, fires. It is complete, and the receiver fell immediately, which means the clock continues to run. That was Daniel Sines.
And he fell just short of. Now they're saying it is a first down. The ball is right at the 30-yard line.
It is a first down. Brown back to pass, looking deep, pumps. Nothing there. Rolls to his left, fires downfield. It'll go incomplete. Coverage downfield by Jacob Dieska. That name sound familiar?
Yes, he plays both offense and defense.
No, Jacob.
Ah, okay.
Sophomore.
I have not noticed either Matthew Liziola or Gavin Mora tonight on the defense, so I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Second and 10. Again, looking downfield, firing downfield, a wobbly pass that is picked off. And the Spartans will take over first and 10 on their own 43-yard line with 52 seconds to play.
C.J. Acosta with that interception.
And we'll be back for the Spartans.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4 p.m. Specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
First and 10 Spartans, back to pass. Jimenez looking, and it will go incomplete. Rico Bravo all over the intended receiver, and that was Joshua Garcia. Good tight coverage.
47 seconds remain here in the second quarter.
And I would look for basically the Spartans to throw it deep downfield. Jimenez back, fires, and broken up. Nice break up there. And again, Rico Bravo breaks up the pass. He's all over.
He's their best player. He's already put the ball in the end zone once tonight for them on that long catch and run. He's got real good speed, and that time he used it to close. As Central now is looking at 3rd and 10, 42 seconds left. That play only took 5 seconds off the clock.
Jimenez back, dumps it off that little flanker screen. It is complete, and the coverage is excellent. Stopped for about a 3-yard gain.
I believe that was Trejo again on the reception. Now the clock is moving because he did not go out of bounds after that 4-yard pickup. It looks like we will take this game into halftime now, as Central is already starting to move off the field. Cibola does have a timeout left, but it looks like they're going to take it into half as well.
And that'll be the end of the first half of play. At the end of one half, it is the Central Spartans 35, Cibola Raiders 12.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howe in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
We are at the half. The Central Spartans with a 35-12 lead. Spartans, 5 scores, and put together nice drives on each one of those. The first drive, 65 yards in 5 plays, 4 on the ground, 1 of 1 passing, and the touchdown, a 1-yard run by Nico Vieska. Second drive went 46 yards on 1 play, and the play was the sweep, and it went in for the score from 46 yards out, and on that it was Emiliano Morales. The third came with 6:42 to play in the first quarter, 70 yards on 8 plays, 6 on the ground, 2 of 2 passing for Jimenez. The touchdown is 16-yard pass from Jimenez to Morales. 6:32 to play in the second quarter, 58 yards on 10 plays, 8 on the ground, 1 of 2 passing for Jimenez. The touchdown, a pass. And that was completed to Morales. I said Morales had that other touchdown. It was Miguel Vega. But Morales had this one from 16 yards out. And then a 76-yard, 6-play drive. There were 3 rushing, 3 passing, and the touchdown. It was from Jimenez, and the pass complete for the score from 12 yards out. That made it 35-0 as the Spartans spotless with the extra points. Again, at the half, 35-12, Central leads Cibola.
InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs. From primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. InnerCare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Oso Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Oso Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
McNee Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
And we are at the half. Central leading Cibola 35-12. Other scores around the valley. Brawley leads Calexico 35-0 in the second quarter. Sweetwater leading Palo Verde 10-7 in the third quarter. Imperial and Valley Center tied at 26 at the half. And a final score, Hopeville defeated Lake Mead 46-7. Game called because of injuries. I'm assuming Lake Mead with the issues, but we'll wait and see if we can get some clarification on that. John's got some numbers for us coming up at the half.
Kennedy's Carne, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patty, just $4.99 a pound, and pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free, only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro 8 to 8, in Yuma 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
Dan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chili rellenos to enchiladas. Make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesdays through Mondays.
Well, John Driffle, what kind of numbers do we see?
The interesting numbers, obviously the most important is the scoreboard. Central's leading 35-12. Cibola ran the ball from scrimmage 9 times for 66 yards. But one of those runs was actually 52 yards. So you take that away, you've given up 14 yards on the ground and 8 carries. 6 for 11 is the quarterback of the Cibola Raiders, Ian Brown, and mostly that's throwing to Bravo. 6 out of 11 for 118 yards. But again, one of those 11 attempts that was completed went for 82 yards. So you take that away, and now you're looking at 40 yards on 5 catches, 8 yards a catch. So Cibola, very respectful, 184 yards in the first half on total yards, 7 first downs. They did have 1 interception that was made by the Spartans junior, C.J. Acosta. So once again, they've had 184 total yards, but 134, that's all but 50 of those yards came on 2 plays. One was a run, one was a screen pass that went for 82 yards. We'll be back with more after this.
Michael Minix, as a career educator, understands the commitment and processes needed to obtain academic success in our schools. A couple of the major priorities is his commitment to making a safe environment and improving student performance. Re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board, a champion for children, on November 5th. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board.
This is Michael Minix. and I approve this message.
The UPS store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is your full-service shipping headquarters. They take all drop-offs and can assist with packing and shipping almost anything. And with their pack and ship guarantee, your items are guaranteed to ship safe and arrive in one piece. Don't forget, the UPS store provides mailbox services, document shredding, notary services, and passport or ID photos, plus many sizes of printing on-site. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturdays, 8 to 5, and Sundays, 10 to 3. At 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 57 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end.
Oh, Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and the weight goes pebbles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Welcome back to the high school at Cibola here in Yuma, Arizona, where the Cibola Raiders are trailing the visiting Spartans 35-12. We mentioned that Cibola ran for 66 yards, threw for 184 total yards. Meanwhile, across the way, Central had 17 carries for 161 yards. 10 for 14 was Luis Jimenez for 150 yards, giving Central a very respectable 311 total yards in the first half. They did have 12 first downs. They did not turn the ball over by way of fumble or interception. It was a clean first half in that area for the Spartans. Spartans did have one interception by the junior C.J. Acosta. So at the half, we see Central with a 35-12 lead. We'll be back to take a look at the individual stats for Central after this.
Exciting changes are happening at Los Cabos Seafood and Grill. We're transitioning into Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina. You can still enjoy your Los Cabos seafood favorites. And now we've added even more delicious options to our menu, featuring mouth-watering street-style carne asada tacos, fresh sushi, and a variety of non-seafood dishes that are sure to satisfy every craving. We're open Monday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Located at 201 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina, where your favorite Los Cabos flavors meet an exciting new menu.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback, and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian. I was eating on the sideline. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub of both.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO Centro.
Welcome back to Yuma, Arizona. We're on the campus of the Cibola Raiders. We see that the Spartans have a 35-12 halftime lead. We mentioned that Centro ran the ball 17 times from Grimmies. That was divided among 3 players. First, the quarterback, Luis Jimenez, had his best rushing game of the season, 3 rushes for 19 yards. Also having 2 carries on the end around was Emiliano Morales for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns, one by way of run, one by way of passing. And as always, Nico Viesca, 12 carries, 99 yards, and 1 touchdown on the ground. The 10 completions were spread out among 5 different receivers. Nico Viesca had 1 for 34 yards. Alex Trejo had 2 catches for 16 yards and a touchdown. Emiliano Morales had 4 catches for 66 yards. Also with a catch was Miguel Vega. He had 2 catches for 19 yards and a touchdown. And rounding out the lineup for the receivers was Angel Vasquez, had 1 reception for 25 yards. So all in all, for the Spartans, they have a 35-12 lead. They will be kicking off to start the second half. Both teams are back out on the field. So we will be back with the second half after this.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs. From primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. InnerCare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Oso Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Oso Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088. Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
We are getting set for the second half kickoff. The Spartans will kick off. Updating scores. Final score, Brawley defeated Calexico 35-0. Holtville defeated Lake Mead Academy 46-7. The game called because of injuries on the Lake Mead side. And just got an update. Imperial is leading Valley Center 32-26. That game available on our website, kxoradio.com. Sweetwater 10, Palo Verde 7. That's the last score we had. And tonight with byes, Southwest, Calipatria, and Vincent. So no scores. They're not playing tonight. We're set for the kickoff. Another deep driving kick. It'll go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. It will be 1st and 10 Cibola on their own 20-yard line.
Kennedy's Carnet, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patties, just $4.99 a pound, and pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free, only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro 8 to 8, in Yuma 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
It'll be 1st and 10 Cibola. The Raiders come out and show a full house backfield. That's the old option, the Oklahoma option, John.
And it was taken right up the middle, but we do have flag down on the field.
In the secondary, which on a running play like that.
Looks like a personal foul face mask against the Spartans.
It's exactly what it is. It'll be 15 yards tacked on to a 4-yard gain. Too many mistakes by the Spartans.
That will move the ball all the way out to the 39-yard line after that 4-yard pickup and 15-yard gain on the penalty. It is good to see that Matthew Liziola is the starting middle linebacker this half. He is in there. We did not see Matthew nor call his name in the first half.
Well, I think they were giving some people some time off. Now we drop out of that full house backfield. Back to pass. Brown dumps it off. It is complete behind the line of scrimmage and running up for about a yard. Daniel Signs Signs listed at 5'6", 140, which means he's probably 5'5", 130.
And they marked that right at the original line of scrimmage, Carroll, so they are going to give him no gain on that.
2nd and 10.
We have not seen another one of the starters tonight. That would be Gavin Moore at linebacker.
From the I formation, they hand off to the big fullback.
Christopher Alvarez is in the position that Mora usually mans, so we don't know, what the reason for that is.
Ricardo Bravo picked up 4 yards.
Right up on the line of scrimmage, hurry up.
Back to pass again, dumping it off into the flat, and
should be enough for a first down.
It is a first down, spotted on the 49.
Pick up 6. They needed 5. Right up, and once again, right back up on the line of scrimmage are the Raiders with hurry up. Except the officials now have decided that it is a first down. We'll have to let the chains get set before the Raiders can snap the ball.
First and 10, Brown back, fires deep downfield, and incomplete. Pass intended for Ivan Barron.
Yeah, it looked to me like the quarterback for the Raiders, Brown, just threw that ball out of bounds. It was 15 yards out of bounds. So we do have a penalty, though, against the Spartans. So this will give the Raiders another apparent first down. It'll be the 3rd one on this drive.
Defensive holding. Way too many mistakes. You cannot win in league against Imperial, against Brawley.
And the Spartans do play Imperial next week, first league game of the year.
I formation, and off to the deep back, and that is Bravo. Bravissimo for an 8-yard gain.
Right now, the Raiders are just shredding the Spartan defense right up on the line of scrimmage.
Spartans with the 4-man front. Empty backfield. Brown has time. Brown fires and going for the pick. Not getting the pick, but breaking up the path. Matthew Lizola.
That was good to see the break on the ball. It did go kind of right through his fingers. Could have been received, but also could have been intercepted.
And on the reverse, and picking up very close to the first down.
Looks like he's got it.
I believe that sign's on the run.
It looks like, they're going to mark him just short, so this is going to bring up decision time for the Raiders, that it's going to be 4th down, and they put it about 1.5 yards short of the first down.
You're going to go for it. You're trailing 35-12. You're going to go for it. 4th and a yard.
Let's see if Centro plays a jumbo offense. Their defensive line looks like they are not. They're playing their standard, regular, straight-up defense.
The I formation is quarterback keeper.
That was right off the tee, and it looks like he's going to have enough.
Picks up 2. Only needed 1. It'll be 1st and 10, Cibola, from the Spartan 30-yard line.
4th, 3rd down here of this drive. That time, Cibola took the ball off the tee. Central did not look like they were ready for it. As easy snap, the quarterback just had to push forward for that 2-yard gain. Clock continues to move now. We've taken 4 minutes off the clock already here in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10. Cibola driving. Ball on the Spartan 30-yard line. Again, they show the I formation. And off to the deep back, and that is Bravo. Bravo breaks 1 tackle, can't break the 2nd and 3rd. He is down to the 25, a pickup of 5.
That was an excellent run by Bravo. He easily could have been tackled in the backfield for a loss. but he was able to break that initial tackle and pick up 5+ yards. Keeps the ball moving, keeps them behind the chains.
He's listed at 140 pounds, but he runs a lot bigger than that, John.
And he does have extremely quick feet.
Now they come out in the shotgun. Dropping back, looking Brown, dumps it off, and it is picked off. Spartan defense.
Did he catch it, or did they say it?
He caught it. And Acosta with the pick. And he just played it beautifully, as he has done several times.
That is his second interception on the night.
Just kind of sitting in the weeds, letting the guy in front of him think he's open, letting the quarterback think he's open, and then just stepping inside. If he hadn't slipped, it would have been a pick six. First and 10 Spartans. Yeska with the handoff. Yeska now picks up about 6. Typically in the second half is when you see Vieska, as he doesn't seem to get tired or worn out, but the defense does.
They're going to give Vieska 8 yards on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 2.
Credit the offensive line. They do a marvelous job.
For some reason, DJ Acosta was sent off the field, so perhaps it's an equipment. He had to go clear across the way, as he was right on the sidelines by the Raiders, so he is out now.
Morales goes in motion. The ball is dropped. Picking it up is Jimenez. He fires downfield. It is complete to Vega. Vega cuts back, keeps on his feet, gets it down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line in Raider territory. Oh, my. The ball bounced beautifully right back into Jimenez's hands.
Yeah, the snap was good. It just hit him right in the hand, down like it was on a yo-yo string, right back up. Vega broke free, as what happens so many times on busted plays.
And Vega he had an extra 10 yards to that. Shotgun, Vega in motion. Dump it off that flanker screen. It is complete, but the Raiders have it sniffed out. There is a flag. There's going to be a hold on the Spartans again.
So this will not count unless there was negative yards, so they could bring up 2nd down. Decision by, and it looks like the Raiders are going to go ahead and define the play instead of 1st and 20. They want, and it looks like maybe as much as 15, 16 yards. Although the referee's moving the ball, I clearly saw the official, the head coach, Gillespie, say no, but the referees have overruled him, and they marked it back.
No, he just changed his mind. They double-checked, and he said, yeah, take the penalty.
That will bring up 1st down now. Ball is sitting on the 34-yard line.
Okay, now they declined it. Yes. Yes, I'll take it, no, I won't. So it is a loss of 2nd down and 15 now. They were going to take it, and they didn't take it. And that timing pattern and a little bit of chicken fighting downfield, but it goes incomplete.
Once again, Jimenez had a nice pass, just a little bit too far, but he has looked very good tonight. This is the best we've seen Jimenez not only run the ball, but throw the ball this year. Just a little bit of hurry up. Carroll, they're right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
That pass was intended deep downfield. That's his favorite target tonight, Alex Trejo. Jimenez rolling to his right, looking downfield. That was not a hold, but there is a flag.
And we'll have a decision again. Do the Raiders want to put the Spartans back at least 10 more yards, or are they going to decline and make it 4th and long?
They will decline, so it'll be 3rd And about 16.
Yeah, this will bring up fourth down now.
Fourth down on the incomplete. They didn't take the penalty.
Right.
And you're too far to go for a field goal, too close to punt. So you're going to go for it. And it's the Wildcat. Nope, they drop back now. It'll be the shotgun. Dropping back, looking under pressure, steps up in the pocket, and he'll be dropped and sacked. Lose another 5 yards. The Raiders will take over on downs. 1st and 10 Raiders on their own 37-yard line. Great defensive play by the Raiders.
Tackle all the way back to the 37-yard line. Loss of 3. And that does turn the ball over on down. So Central, after a promising first play to this drive, first 2 plays, now turn the ball over on downs after the penalty.
The eye, hand off to the deep back, and that is Bravo. Bravo gets some room on the outside, stays on his feet. It is hit from behind as he crosses the midfield stripe. Great pursuit there by Noah Gerardo Flores.
Have a stop in action as there is a player down on the field.
It is a Raider on the field. We'll take time out. 5:38 to play in the third quarter. It is Central 35, Cibola 12.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Our score here, 35-12, Central with the lead. Central playing sloppy again tonight. We've seen that before, John.
Second half, they started off here. Still lead the game, of course, 35-12, well in control. But Cibola has moved the ball, turned it over on downs with the interception deep in Central territory.
Brown dumps it off. Again, that flanker screen, and it is completed, to Ricardo Bravo. Bravo picks up another first down, a gain of 13.
That is the 6th first down here in the third quarter for the Raiders compared to 1 for the Spartans, as that was good for 12 yards. That's the same play that the Spartans run all the time. It looks like they've never seen it before on defense.
And the ball is dropped by Brown, and then he is dropped. That will be a sack, the first one of the night, I believe, for the Spartans, as Michael Almaraz will get the sack. And you have pointed out, John, we are not seeing all of the Spartan regulars tonight.
Again, we don't have any announcement on exactly what's going on. But that was a big loss all the way back to the 44-yard line, 7-yard loss on the unfortunate mishandled snap.
2nd and 17. I formation. Deep back, and that is Bravo. Bravo is caught by the ankle, manages to struggle a little bit and pick up about 6 yards on the tackle.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Quarterback Brown got the call from the sidelines. He's back out in the huddle. So they have skewed the hurry up this possession, Carroll, and they're going more traditional huddle.
Now they go to the spread offense on the 3rd and 11. Brown dumps it off, and it's a catch for minimal gain, and immediately going down is Ivan Barron, or Ivan Baron. I believe it's Ivan Barron.
Yeah, that was only a 2-yard reception, so now it's going to be 4th and about 9. Remember, they had that big 7-yard loss on the first snap of this series here.
And I believe they're going to go for it. You're down 35-12. You go for it.
They've had success, both running and passing, here in the third quarter.
Empty backfield. Brown has time. Brown over the middle, and it is off the receiver and caught on the deflection by the Spartans' Matthew Liziola. And Liziola brings it out to the 49-yard line in Cibola territory. 3:12 to play in the third quarter, 35-12. Centro leads.
Stan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Stan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Stan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Okay, and was it a okay, the Spartans called for holding, negates the intersection, gives the Raiders a first down.
On the 27-yard line. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 27 going in. Cibola trying to get another score on the board.
The I formation, the handoff again. It is to Bravo. Bravo will get maybe a yard if they give him forward progress.
It looks like they're going to call that down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
So once again, a penalty has bitten the Spartans here in this third quarter, as now we have timeout on the field.
And we will take a timeout. 2:49 to play in the third quarter. Central 35, Cibola 12.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro, open Wednesday through Monday.
Okay, John, 35-12. We've got 2:48 to play in the third quarter. Spartans, again, we have seen this before. They do not look crisp.
They've had a lot of penalties here in the third quarter. They've given Cibola 3 first downs by way of penalty, and unfortunately for the Spartans, one of those was after Central had intercepted the ball and turned it over, but it goes back to the Raiders. So Central shooting themselves in the foot. Here we've got now 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Full house backfield.
That option.
And Central jumps offside again.
The Cibola Raiders will get an additional 5 yards.
So after stopping Cibola on the first down play of no gain, they give them 5 easy yards by jumping offside. So now it's 2nd and 5.
I know you don't keep penalty yardage, but it's got to be approaching 100 yards. Back to pass, looking Brown dumps it off in the flat. It is complete and hit immediately is Bravo.
And he's going to lose some yards on this. This is one of those times the pass is completed behind the line of scrimmage. So we'll see they mark the ball down on the 27, so that should be a loss. They're calling it right at the line of scrimmage. So, I'm sorry, that's a loss of 5 because of the 5-yard penalty previous.
Right. Garcia on the hit.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
Empty backfield. Trips on the left side. too wide on the right side. Back to pass. Again, plenty of time. Lofts it up in the air. It is picked off at the 10 and bulldog down at about the 15. The interception by Francisco Terrell.
And that was one of those passes, Carroll, that several Spartans had a shot at it. It was just who was going to be the one to come down with it. And Terrell is the one that came up with the interception.
And they will spot it on the 16. First and 10 Spartans on their own 16. Let's see if the Spartans can put together an 84-yard penalty-free drive. Fiesca with the handoff. Fiesca into the middle.
Got a penalty flag down back here at the 40-yard line.
And that's typically an area you might see defensive holding in the backfield, John.
Hard
from
to
where
say,
that came from.
But it's a run, so there's no one going out for pass play.
They're counting bodies on the Cibola side. Okay, wave it off.
No flag, so the carry by Viesca was good for 5 yards. So even when we don't have a penalty, we have a flag.
It'll be 2nd and 6. Jimenez dumps it off that little flanker screen. It is complete. And it'll pick up maybe 2, maybe 3 yards. That's it.
Looks like Trejo was again on the reception.
It'll ring up 3rd down and 4. Clock is running. We're inside of a minute to play in the 3rd quarter.
It looks like we may have the Wildcat again.
This is the Wildcat. Fiesca with the handoff. Fiesca gets it inside, turns it outside, and is pushed out of the bounds at about the 38-yard line. Picks up the 1st down.
Only the 2nd first down here in the second half for the Spartans. As all throughout the first 4 games of the year, we see Viesca take that ball between tackles. He's been going outside tonight, having a lot of success. That was an 8-yard pickup.
Okay, stepped out of bounds at the 33. 1st and 10. We may have... Nope, the Spartans are going to let the clock run out. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. At the end of 3 quarters of play, Central 35, Cibola 12.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback, and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian. I was eating on the sideline. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Dan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday.
1st and 10, Spartans from the Wildcat. Fiesca right up the middle. Fiesca across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 12 and a 1st down. Just underway in the 3rd quarter. From Cibola High School. In the third quarter, Imperial leads Valley Center 38-33.
Looks like that game's going back and forth. Last team with the ball might be the winner.
That's the way Valley Center and Imperial have played for years, John.
And Imperial with an undefeated season on the line. Raleigh already with their victory keeps them undefeated, as Hopeville also undefeated.
Again, the Wildcat. Viesca with the snap. Goes right up the middle again. Viesca will rip off 5 yards. Behind the block of Sergio Perez, Alexander Sandoval, and Edwin Contreras. Wholesale shift for these Spartans right now, John. The whole offensive line changed.
As did the backfield as well. We have a new quarterback. I believe that's Miguel Vega. We'll have to wait until we see his number. He hasn't turned to this side yet.
Handoff up the middle and picking up good yards, Fidel Camarena.
Nathan Orozco is the quarterback as Fidel gets his first carry that we've seen on the year. Now, we don't know what he did last week. We didn't carry that game.
He did not play.
First down for the Spartans on that 5-yard carry.
Okay, now you got a whole bunch of fresh Spartans out there.
Nathan Orozco is the quarterback.
Camarena is right next to him. Ball dribbles back to Orozco, but he picks it up, cuts upfield, and will pick up some yardage, but there are flags on the field.
That ball was like the hikes we saw in the first game of the year for the Spartans. Just rolled back to the quarterback. Didn't have a chance to make a play on that. And so Orozco did the best he could. Picked it up, and not going to matter anyway, as they're going to move this one back all the way inside Spartan territory, the 46-yard line. So it must have been a hold.
Again, Spartans with a whole new offense. Snap back, handoff. It is Camarena in the middle, and Camarena will pick up about 3 yards before he is brought down. Camarena is a sophomore, runs more upright, but he's a sophomore. He'll learn.
The quarterback, Orozco, is a senior. He is spelling the junior Jimenez, getting some playing time.
Aguilar in motion, high snap, pitches to Camarena. Camarena is swarmed on by Raiders, and he'll lose about another 9 yards.
And although that ball was thrown, that is still considered a rush because the pass was backward. And so Camarena got tackled on the 41, so that's a loss of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 26.
Camarena had 8 positive yards before that play, so now he's right at 0.
Back to pass. Orozco looking, chased out of the pocket, running for his life, turns it upfield, dumps it off. It is complete. But was he over the line of scrimmage?
Doesn't appear to be, as that ball was received by Jesus Cesena.
Cesena, that's a familiar name, isn't it?
He made the catch.
And total of 16 yards on the play. It'll ring up 4th and 10.
That will be a punting situation now for the first punt of the evening for the Spartans. Ball is now in the Raider territory.
Nice snap. Nice punt. And it'll take a Spartan bounce and be downed at about the 20-yard line. Cibola will put it in play, 1st and 10. They trail 35-12.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 57 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end.
Oh, Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and the way those rebels down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Spark the ball on the 18-yard line in Cibola territory. They have it 1st and 10.
The way this game is going, Carroll, the best about that last play was no penalties.
Yes. Brown fires downfield, got a man open and caught at the 45, stays on his feet across the 50, down to the 45-yard line in Spartan territory. And again, we're seeing a whole bunch of new Spartan players out there on the field.
$37-yard pitch and catch.
Raul Robledo is out there. Andrew Salazar. Brown tucks it under his arm and will be hit and dropped on the tackle. Jahir Romo picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Good to see these Spartans get some game action, Carroll, tonight.
Brown dumps it off. It is complete and picks up about 4, maybe 5. As Daniel signs.
He is down on the field. This is the 3rd time tonight he has stayed on the field.
We'll take time out. 6:44 to play in the football game. Central 35 and Cibola 12.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4 p.m. Specializing in delicious prime rib, steak, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Michael Minix, as a career educator, understands the commitment and processes needed to obtain academic success in our schools. A couple of the major priorities is his commitment to making a safe environment and improving student performance. Re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board, a champion for children, on November 5th. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board.
This is Michael Minix, and I approve this message.
Still working on the injured Raider. It appears to be a cramp. So I don't think it's anything too serious, John, other than the cramp hurts.
That is good news, though. As we mentioned, this is the 3rd time he's stayed down on the field, so perhaps the young man's just been cramping up. 115 degrees before the game started on the field. So obviously it's not that hot now, but it's been hot today.
Signs will come off the field. Trying to get some of the Spartans in. Isaac Galvan is in there. Also Max Fimbres. Nathan Ruiz. From the eye, the handoff to the deep back, and that is our buddy Rico Suave.
That is the 9th first down here in the second half for the Raiders. Meanwhile, Central's only been able to acquire 4. As Cibola trying to take the ball in the end zone.
Brown back, has plenty of time, fires over the middle, ball is tipped and almost intercepted, but the ball ended up getting tipped and goes incomplete.
The receiver was open. The pass was a little bit underthrown, and it was tipped up in the air, not able to bring it back. But once again, it's good to see these substitutes get a chance to play tonight, Carroll. They practice all week long as well.
High formation, and on the end around, picking up good yardage and finally being dropped after about an 8-yard gain. That was Ivan Barron. They'll give him a 5-yard gain.
Said he was knocked out of bounds, so that stops the clock.
Christian Areola is out there for the Spartans.
Ian Brown comes in with the play from the sideline. He has been doing all night except for the original drive to start the second half.
5.5 minutes to play in this game. I formation. Handoff right up the middle and picking up some yardage. Tough sledding in the middle. I believe that was Bravo.
10th first down in the second half as Cibola continues to run up the stats.
Brown comes over, gets the play from the sidelines.
Nice 10-yard gain.
Clock runs were under 5 minutes. Handoff off, right tackle, and that is again Bravo. Bravo is hit, but still surges forward and picks up a couple of extra yards.
Once again, Carroll, the best thing about all of these plays is we have not had a penalty in the last 7 snaps.
Shh. Don't jinx it, John.
Clock now is under the 4.5-minute mark and moving. Cibola does have 2 timeouts left.
I formation, deep back gets the football. And that was Signs. So obviously he wasn't hurt too badly.
And actually, Carroll, that was Marquez Montague on the carry.
Okay.
Number 5 for the Cibola Raiders. Been waiting all night for the chance to call his name.
The Spartans just reinstalled their first team offense.
Let's see if it makes a difference.
They want to keep them from scoring that option. And big, strong run into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. And that was your buddy. Carried that one in, John. Marquez Montague.
Now I'm sure that the Raiders will go ahead and try to go for 2 here. Domination this half by the Raiders, and we'll have a look at the stats at the conclusion of the game. But again, most important stat is on the scoreboard. Centro still with a comfortable 35 to right now 18 and trying to tack on 2 more of the Raiders.
Back to pass is Brown, fires into the end zone, goes incomplete. The receiver is begging for a flag, but I don't see one.
Well,
I don't see one, but it appears there may have been one.
Right, because they're all standing down there right on the line to mark for the PAT. So let's see if there is indeed. It would have to be a defensive penalty for there to be another play. And they're moving the ball half the distance. Let's see if the Raiders try to run this one in.
We didn't see what the penalty was, but we know there was one.
Taking the ball up off the tee, so this looks like a run.
I formation, deep back. No, the first back through, the big back.
That was the dive for 2.
So, successful. 3:41 to play in the football game. It is Central 35, Cibola 20.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howe in El Centro.
Exciting changes are happening at Los Cabos Seafood and Grill. We're transitioning into Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina. You can still enjoy your Los Cabos seafood favorites. And now we've added even more delicious options to our menu, featuring mouth-watering street-style carne asada tacos, fresh sushi, and a variety of non-seafood dishes that are sure to satisfy every craving. We're open Monday through Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Located at 201 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Mr. Tempo Sports Bar and Cantina, where your favorite Los Cabos flavors meet an exciting new menu.
Signs to do the kicking, and I would expect an onside kick. Central expects that as well, and that's exactly what it is. And the Spartans are able to cover it and fall on it, and covering the football, Emilio Morales.
Yeah, that's an unusual onside kick of 28 yards, Carroll, but it was almost effective. The ball was bouncing around down there, and Central finally fell on the football. So now we would assume to see Central starting offense unit back out there to try to run the clock out now. They do have a 15-point lead, which is less than a 2-touchdown advantage, 2-point conversion. So we'll see what the Spartans do and what Cibola does with their 2 remaining timeouts.
Well, one thing the Spartans want to do is let Nico Viesca run the football and pick up some first downs, but he is not in. Fidel Camarena is the running back, Orozco the quarterback. High snap, and it is Orozco having to keep it. Snap was high, took him out of position, couldn't get the ball to Camarena, and he'll lose 2 yards. But the clock continues to tick.
Brings up 2nd and 12. Mentioned that Cibola does have 2 timeouts left.
And now the first team Spartan offense comes in.
Let's see if they brought in the quarterback, Jimenez, or if Orozco's going to stay in there and work with the first team line.
I think we're going to see a lot of Wildcat, John. Viesca with the Wildcat, nothing inside, and he finds a seam. And Viesca stays on his feet. He's at the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, cuts back, stays in bounds, and goes into the end zone.
Look for flags. Do we see any flags on the field?
I see no flags.
Have the officials mark the touchdown? Let's see if they have. They're calling for the football. We have Raiders.
Nope, he went out of bounds at the 12.
So they're going to call him down at the 12.
And there is another Raider on the field. It will be Spartans ball, 1st and 10 on the Cibola 12 when we come back. 2:39 to play. Central 35, Cibola 20.
InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs. From primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. InnerCare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit InnerCare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Spartans have the ball, 1st and 10. Show the Wildcat, Viesca. Taking the direct snap, Viesca goes right into the middle and will push forward to the 10. Pickup of about 2 yards. Spotted on the 9, so give him a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Not sure why, but the clock is stopped. Now it's going. Okay.
Second and 7. The ball on the Cibola 9.
Central can pick up a first down without putting the ball in the end zone.
And they will stick with Wildcat. No handoff. It's a direct snap to Viesca. 5 yards deep. And one of the Raiders encroached. So that'll give them half the distance, spotted on the 5. Just inside the 5. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Clock runs, minute 40 to play. Spartans not in a hurry. Again, they will come out of the Wildcat. Vieska will cut to the outside, shakes one tackle, cuts inside, and gets it into the end zone. Vieska with a big 5-yard run. One of the outside linebackers grabbed Vieska high, and that's not going to get him down.
Central's first score here in the second half. They're 6th on the night. They will try the point after. They have been successful with that. Snap back, kick up, kick good. 1:16 to play in the football game. And it is Central 42 and Cibola 20.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
And the Spartans will kick off. They lead 42-20. We'll update scores from around Valley football for you. Again, a high, deep kick into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cibola puts it in play, 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Michael Minix, as a career educator, understands the commitment and processes needed to obtain academic success in our schools. A couple of the major priorities is his commitment to making a safe environment and improving student performance. Re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board, a champion for children, on November 5th. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Michael Minix for El Centro Elementary School Board.
This is Michael Minix, and I approve this message.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
First play, 1st and 10. No gain. Handoff was to Signs. Back to pass. Brown fires into the flat. It is complete. Looking for some running room and stays in bounds. The catch made by Ivan Barron. Was trying to get out of bounds, but the Spartans wouldn't let him.
Very close to the first down, and it looks like they're going to mark it just short. 9-yard pitch and catch.
3rd and 1. Clock is running. This probably the final play of the game. Brown drops. Same play. This time Barron does get out of bounds. Andrew Salazar made sure he was out. Clock runs. Brown back. Fires deep downfield. Intended for Barron. It goes incomplete. And seconds on the clock. Which means this will be the final play, barring a defensive penalty.
I would hesitate to say, but except for a penalty, this should be the last play of the game.
Coming up at the end of the game, John will have a recap of the numbers. We'll update all the scores we have from around the valley. First and 10, the ball on Cibola's 35-yard line, winding up, firing deep downfield. It goes incomplete. That's our game. The game is over. The final score, 42-20. The Spartans with a win.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Kennedy's Carne, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patties, just $4.99 a pound, and pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free, only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro 8 to 8, in Yuma 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
Dan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, the Central Spartans prevail. It was not pretty on the Spartans' part. 42-20, an easy enough victory, but the Spartans error-prone throughout the game. And you can't play that sloppy and expect to do well when you get into league play. And the league play will kick off next week when the Spartans and the Imperial Tigers tee it up. So it's something, hopefully, the players have got this figured out, that we can't make mistakes. I think part of it is sort of the way they did against Otay Ranch. They came in, okay, this other team's 0-4, and we're good. We're going to blow them out. It doesn't work that way. Cibola played very well, and with the exception of stopping Nico Viesca, which is something few people have been able to do, played pretty good defense. The Spartans we mentioned next week open IBL play against Imperial, and that obviously is going to be a very important game. Speaking of Imperial pulling out in front of Valley Center. Fourth quarter score, Imperial 52, Valley Center 13. So the Tigers got a little bit of giddy up in the second half and pulling away. Third quarter score, Palo Verde 14, Sweetwater 10. And other scores, we told you that Brawley beat Calexico 35-0. That's a final. Oakville defeated Lake Mead Academy 46-7. That also final. That game ended early because of injuries with Lake Mead, a small Christian academy. in Henderson, Nevada, and I think probably they kind of ran out of players. And their coach, Jay Schrader, John is familiar with from Schrader being an NFL quarterback for about 15 years, but also coached at Christian in El Cajon for a number of years. We'll have John go over some numbers when we come back.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chili rellenos to enchiladas. Make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro, open Wednesday through Monday.
The UPS store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is your full-service shipping headquarters. They take all drop-offs and can assist with packing and shipping almost anything. And with their pack and ship guarantee, your items are guaranteed to ship safe and arrive in one piece. Don't forget, the UPS store provides mailbox services, document shredding, notary services, and passport or ID photos, plus many sizes of printing on-site. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturdays, 8 to 5, and Sundays, 10 to 3 at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4 p.m. Specializing in delicious prime rib, steak, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in West.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 57 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end.
Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and the weight goes bubbles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Okay, John Driffle, what kind of numbers do we see?
Well, first we'll take a look at the homestanding Cibola Raiders. They ran the ball 27 times from scrimmage for 209 yards. That's after only 66 in the first half. They had a big second half. 15 for 27 was their quarterback combo tonight for 86 yards, giving them a total of 295 total yards. So that's a big number to have. They ended up with 20 first downs. They had 3 interceptions. 2 were made by the Spartan C.J. Acosta and the other by the Spartan Francisco Turnell. On the other side of the football, Centro ran the ball 30 times from scrimmage for 261 yards. 14 for 20 was the dual quarterback tonight of Orozco and Jimenez for 181 yards, giving Centro 442 yards, 17 first downs, both 5 in the second half, but no turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions. Individually, Nico Viesca ran the ball 20 times from scrimmage for 203 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also, Emiliano Morales had 2 carries for 43 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 through the air, 1 on the ground. Luis Jimenez had 4 scrambles for 16 yards. Fidel Camarena had 3 carries for a total of no yards. And the substitute quarterback, Nathan Orozco, had 1 sack for -2 yards. The 14 completions were spread out among 6 different receivers. Nico Viesca had a catch for 34 yards. Alex Trejo had 4 catches for 20 yards and a touchdown. Emiliano Morales, 4 catches, 66 yards. Also coming in with receptions tonight was Miguel Vega, 3 of them for 29 yards and a touchdown, along with Angel Vasquez getting a catch for 25 yards, and Jesus Cesena had 1 catch for 10 yards. The most important stat on the night was the scoreboard, where Central comes away with their 5th victory on the night, a 42-20 victory over the homestanding Raiders.
Okay, John, and catching up the scores around the valley. Raleigh defeated Calexico 35-0 in the first IBL matchup of the year. Hopeville topped Lake Mead Academy 46-7. It was Palo Verde 14, Sweetwater 10. And the other schools, well, they were byes. They were off tonight. Next week, football action. It will be Palo Verde at Southwest. John Driffle and I will be there for that game. Palo Verde coming off a big win tonight. Central will be at Imperial. Mickey Dale, George Grajava will have that game. Hopeville at Coronado. Mission Bay at Brawley. Calexico and Calipatria next week also have byes. We want to thank our sponsors tonight for making this possible. Also, Awesome Mobile Auto Service in Yuma, Intercare, McNeese Mart, Southwest Postal Service, Central Union High School District, Rose's Plain Food, Imperial Scoop Factory, the CB Stop in Calexico, CET, the Center for Employment Training, Jersey Mike's and the UPS Store, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Stan's Auto Body, Hayes Carney in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carney in Yuma, Rooter of the Imperial Valley, and Mr. Tempo Cantina and Sports Bar. We want to thank technical direction provided by Kurt Hoffman, our producer-engineer in the studios, Gabe Lemos. For John Driffle, I'm Carroll Buckley. Thank you for tuning in, and keep it set on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California.
The best oldies on the radio.
1230 KXO.